Hola, chicos. Buenos dias. Me llamo Wilfred, and in case you wonder, over the afternoon I had a Steam chat with one of my new friends, and he's from South America, and we were conversing in Spanish. Well, mine is a very broken Spanish, so you know who you are, and a big welcome to this game. And it's always wonderful to start off the very first hero trying to level up to 60. There's a sense of achievement. There's so many heroes out there, so many content to play, so a big congratulations to you. And now, this is like a deja vu for me because I've recorded this very same video, minus of the beginning part, last evening, but the recording software crashed again, so I lost all my footage. So I'm doing exactly the same thing as I did last round, and today I'd like to talk a few things here. The big update is going to be in October, November timeframe, and a lot of my friends in Steam, in YouTube, been advising me on what to look out for from now till then. So I would like to share that with you, tips with you, and also that Mark Rubin is Gazillions, not ours, it's Gazillions' new board of director, joined the board of directors, so would like to also share some of this news exclusive interview from Venture Beat. In case you haven't read about it, I would like to share that with you because I think if you care about this game, it is really wonderful news, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. And also talk a little bit about this very event and what happened to the game and so on, because I've been playing this Shield event for about an hour, I would say, give or take. I haven't seen any of those items that dropped. The only thing that I've got is this guy here, the whatever boost potion. So I haven't seen anything that dropped, and I haven't, I mean the very specific event, specific items after one hour gameplay. I didn't see any power cube as well, very strange. And I didn't see any, well, I saw about 3 splinter over 1 hour playing in a Cosmic Hightown. So from a motivation point of view, to be honest, if I'm not making this video, I'll probably be playing something else because, I mean, if after 1 hour I couldn't get any loot, it's a repeatable content, right? I mean, it just keep repeating and I can't get anything. It's kind of like lost interest in some sense. But if you get something, that's great stuff. And the reason why I show you this little pet here, there's a whole reason for that. You stay tuned for that. And I mean, I do get a Hydra kind of buff. So I don't know why, man. I don't have any of those like great loot that some of you has been experiencing. Now, one of you asked me if I could play some Gambit. I would love to do that for you as well. I haven't got any blessing on him because I don't think that the diversity blessing any good for him. In any case, I haven't really been playing him a lot, so my blessing are with other heroes. But I will play some Gambit as per your request. And this pet is called the Tiger Stripe Olays. Don't laugh. So now, why is it important is that there's something called the Ancient Forgotten Device. In case you have missed the last couple of weeks' announcement, there will be no power ranks moving forward from October, November onwards. So what it means is that all the power cubes it'll be refunded into something called Ancient Forgotten Device. And by the way, maybe it's a good time for me to toggle out and talk a little bit about the Q&A thingy. So I think first of all, a big thanks to my friend Snacks Moto to share some of these tips for you all. If you are still keen to collect some achievement point, Med Kit will be gone after this big release. Well, the function is still there, but the Med Kit as the device itself will be gone. So you will not be able to donate Med Kit anymore, I suppose. And you probably will not be purchasing Med Kits anymore. So if you are going for some achievement, do look out for those stocking up and doing for tax return kind of like achievement. Thank you, Snacks Moto. And there are some other achievement. If you would like to share that in this channel so everybody can read about it, and I will share it in the next video and so on, all right? Yeah. And also my friend Yoshi as well, and a few of you also mentioned about the Power Cube, but I was just talking about, I didn't know about it. But thank you for telling me, and I check out the forum. It is real. So they are working out the tag to refund both the cubes that are in your inventory as well as the cube that you have already locked into your artifacts. So a lot of people right now are farming for power cube, And for me, I'm looking for all the heroes that I do not have a full set of power cubes to put it in, because that doesn't eat up inventory space. Imagine there are 59 heroes with 4 cubes per heroes. That would be quite a number of them. So 236 power cubes that you could become the ancient forgotten devices. Now, what do you get from that? You probably, I'll show you the inventory in just a bit, or vendor in just a bit. But they're saying that there will be new items for those who be keen to exchange. You probably wouldn't know until the last moment, and I think that's for good reason. They don't want people to speculate, get disappointed or whatnot, make a lot of noise and so on. I mean, these are just free gift. Just take it as it is, even if you get another Olays with a different kind of skin to it, so why not, right? So just some kind of announcement broadcast, but I haven't been getting any luck in getting the power cube at all. I've been playing Cosmic Hightown endgame content, and I spent like an hour, not even one single drop for me. So I don't know. I don't think I would want to continue farming for it. I think it's a bit insane without even knowing what I'm farming for, right? Costume, you never know. And also, just a little bit of sharing on the Tribal Sage. I think I share in Tribal Sage Facebook. I think it's called Marvel Heroes 2016. There's a Facebook group. I don't do Facebook, but for those of you who do, check out the group over there. Then there's some talking. I mean, these are private messages, but I hope you don't mind, because Tribal Sage do publish a lot of like content in the Marvel Heroes forum, share about what where the game is. So I do trust what Tribal Sage say, and I think there's always a license kind of like expiry. I think it's about right, because the game is about 3 years old plus another 2 years, 5 years. So I presume Mr. Bravik could have taken 5 years to develop the game from nothing. So they acquired a license, they start developing. 5 years later, they push out the product, and you have 5 years left to make money out of it. So what it really means is that I think that ties in my next topic really well, because I think Gazillion. I keep saying we. It's like I'm not from Gazillion. So Gazillion has hired Mark Rubin as into the board of director. Now, I didn't know who Mark Rubin is until I sort of like read this exclusive interview from Venture. I know a lot of you may have already read it, but this one is not to say that I discovered it. No, one day I was playing around with my Google phone, and they tell me that there's a news that is relevant to my interest, which is Marvel Heroes, of course. And I clicked on it and I saw this, right? So he's actually working on he has worked on the Call of Duty game. For those who, I think, man, I mean, you are gamers, you know what Call of Duty is. You don't need me to tell you that. But what is fantastic is that he was the executive producer of the game, because, so what the role he was, I believe, is more from the business side of it. So, he makes sure that the game is being funded, get all the marketing right, and so on and so forth. So I think Marvel Heroes lacking a couple of components. Now, of course, the game mechanic-wise, with Art of Raw coming back in to the game, I think it is in good hand. I don't have a lot of concern over that department in the future to come. I think that should be fine. I do not know about content-wise, how we're going to close the gap, but I think what this game is lacking of is just a profile. From a making business point of view, you need to raise the profile in the whole industry, that people know that there's such a game and they play it. I mean, if you look at the Steam's active user count as a proxy to the entire population, of course it's not the entire population, but as a proxy, it's very tiny, very, very tiny, right? So I think it's a good thing that Mark Rubin come in, and it tied back very nicely on the 2 years license left, because you need to demonstrate to Marvel that they have the capability, they have the right people to take the game forward for another 10 years, right? So they need to bring in some really big names like Mark Rubin with a credential that, yes, this means business, that he can make business of it. But I think more intriguing to me is not only that they managed to get Call of Duty guy inside, but it's about himself is a huge fan of Marvel Heroes as well. Now, as I read the whole thing, it's real. I mean, I feel genuine, because I'm also playing this game for, I believe, as much as he does. And I don't spend over $1,000. One day I'll tell you how much I spend, but I don't spend little. I'm quite a big spender at the beginning of this game. So, he does spend money in it, he buy XP potion and stuff like that. So, and I'll just talk a little bit more about this one as I play the game. But what I want to probably share with you is that, we have one guy on board as the board of director. I also would like to talk a little bit more about what you can expect for someone who's holding a post of a director in the board of director kind of like environment. So yeah, do check out this video. It's a very, very good, not video, this article is a really, really good kind of like insight on how you think about things. And as a fan of Marvel heroes, you probably would like to know where this game is going from a trending point of view. So I think it's going to be pretty good. So, but in any case, I would not like go through this. There's a lot of text here, but I'll just talk through it. All right, just as I play this game. Now, I'm going to play Gambit, and back to this whole thing. Now, for those in the past who has used to have Recon device, then all these Recon device become ancient forgotten device. And what you can do with it, you can buy a couple of things. You can buy Olays, the Tiger Stripe version, which is the one over here. You can buy the Crimson Box as well for every 100 of them, and you can buy other various things with the ancient forgotten device. And on the hindsight, procrastination is not a bad thing in such a kind of like an online game, because I was wondering, should I spend all these 95 onto something that is useful or remotely useful, like a commendation? But I'm quite glad that I didn't, because now I'm just 5 more to reach 100. I'm sure 100 there will be some new items there for me to do. So yeah, that's it. And another thing I'd like to also share is that when you log in, you get a coupon. Some of this coupon will say 75% off. You see a gold color here, right? So you see a gold color here to tell you that within the next 1 hour or so, you can use this coupon to purchase gold at 75% discount, even up to 90% discount. Now, I've read report in the forum everywhere that the coupon just gone. It could be you log out, you log in, it's gone. I do not know. But my friend Strict Dupe, whom you know is in my guild, also my real life friend. I meet him for lunch every week, or more or less. And he told me that what happened was when he added, he tried to use a Steam wallet to complete the purchase. But because he didn't enable the Steam overlay onto the game, I think somehow the whole dialogue fails, and sort of like he lost a 75% kind of coupon after that. So I don't think he can do anything about it. But it's just some tips for you to sort of like be aware. If you pay via Steam, then make sure your overlay is on and so on. But or try not to log out and log back in. Make up your mind right now to say, if today you've got 75% off, what would you buy? Maybe $100. I don't know. And if you get 90%, what do you buy? So something that you think through first, and then after that, at least when that happens, you can make a swift decision without taking too much time and doing things. So now I'm going to just go and do something here, and I think I missed the boss as always. So I'm going to play a little bit of Gambit, and I'm not going to lie. I love the Gambit, the whole melee kind of thing, but I really hate the Grand Slam. As you will see in the video later, sometimes the Grand Slam just doesn't fire. I click a button, nothing comes out. And it's one of the very frustrating things in this game that some power is just so clunky, can't be used. And when it happens to your favorite hero, it could be very disappointing. So it does happen to me a couple of times as well. Sometimes just nothing happens. And but one thing great about Gambit is that, besides the purple thingy that I have, there's another thing great about it is that, his Bovault has no kind of like a cooldown to it, because nowadays every other hero has so many cooldown, like Angela, for 8 seconds you can't leap again. But as for Gambit, it's very mobile. You can just leap around, do things, and that is wonderful. All right, so that is one thing. You see, I click like I had to click like 5 times or whatever time, in order to fire a spell. For this kind of games, like all this. Let me do an ultimate here. It's always good for TV. For all this kind of action game, if I misfire, hero die when they cannot fire something. Like I click, does it 3 times? I click it 3 times to get the Grand Slam on. So I don't get it, man. It's just one of those things that is really frustrating, especially when it happens to your favorite hero, and there's nothing you can do. See, two times, then it happens. Very, very frustrating. But then again, it's I don't think even with the power update would do anything different for that with that regard. So it's one of those things, and the yeah. But the one thing great about Gambit is that melee Gambit is that his signature is a range. So by right I can leap around and go back to a safer place. And he does have a few like you can leap in and leap out. The one thing great about not having a cooldown for those like a vault kind of thing, you can leap in and leap out, like a leap out kind of thing. So that is very mobile. I love it. It comes over here. All right. So I remember my reason of playing here is this is a loot game, right? It's for loot. So I'm hoping for good loot, and that's why I'm evaluating my gameplay for to see whether I got some good loot or not. That's all I'm playing really. I'm not playing for anything else. All right. So I don't know why there aren't any bosses right now. Very strange. Splinter finally it dropped. So yeah, I'm also wondering like where are all my loot? Sometimes I wonder. And okay, so this crossbone. Now it fire, but my second one. That's the other power that didn't fire. What power was that? One of the power on my D button is a House of Card. Yeah, so I have to make sure I don't click fast. Like I clicked 2 times already, Grand Slam. So I have to make sure that I've like 2 second kind of thing. I mean no. Sometimes you wonder, right? You see, even the other one, I clicked like 3 times, the Raging Cajun, in order for it to register that it works. So I do not understand why. My latency is not that bad though. I mean, okay, my latency is not that great, but it's not really that good. Not bad as well. No, it doesn't tell me. I reckon it's about 300 to 400 ms. But that's the one thing. I mean, a lot of time people ask me for like, what is my, what I should do? I should just finish off this buff here. I have the hood and I have the taskmaster, so I'll do just that because now I'm wasting my time having no loot here. So a lot of people ask me my kill time, right? But it's very hard to talk about kill time because when I can't even fire off some power, I mean, what is that to say about my DPS, right? Seriously, it's just one of those things I have to live with. Now back to the let me just go to taskmaster first. So back to Mark Rubin's one. So it was quite an interesting encounter with him and Gazillion because he didn't ask for a job. In fact, he's like semi-retired or something like that. He's just like doing his own thing, not really interested in any full-time job and so on. So they were trying to approach him to be in part of the board of director, but without knowing that he's already a big fan of the franchise. So I thought it was really fun, and it's really good to have someone who really know the game to. You see, I clicked the button. Sorry, man. I'm just very frustrated with this game sometimes. So yeah, I mean, it's really good to have someone who really play the game inside the as the board of director. Now, why do I say so? Now, board of director usually are the ones who would be part of the in the meeting normally, maybe once a month and so on. Finally I got something. Yeah, after all my complaint, so finally I got something here. So they're usually the one who would look at the future direction of the game and or some plan, be it the marketing plan or business plan and so on, and to provide approval and so on or support endorsement. So that's what the board of directors do, and they don't usually do full time. In fact, for Mark's case, he's not going to do full time. It's understandable because you only probably invest like maybe 4 hours or 8 hours a month at most to just sit through some meeting, listen to some of this like game direction and so on, and provide your valuable feedback. So as for Mark's case, I mean, he's from Call of Duty, kind of like a kind of background. It's a big game. So this is, in fact, I mean, I think he's well qualified for a game like Marvel Heroes. Although he probably hasn't, I don't know whether he has done any free to play game kind of thing or not. But I'm pretty sure from a business point of view, he know what he's doing. And also, with all this board of director, the expectation is that he would be the one that also help to bring in at least connect people to the right kind of like audience. Maybe he has some connection with the media. Maybe he has some like kind of a network that is that would be of valuable to Gazillion. So I presume that all this will be leveraged upon him. Besides asking him whether this kind of direction is good or not, and normally when I look into people who are the executive producer and so on, I'm often a little bit worried because they could turn a free-to-play game into a sellout game, right? Meaning that you can actually pay money for the best kind of like for instance max roll jump the curse for $5 whatnot, right? They can do something like that, or some content being locked behind a pay gate, right? So usually when it comes to business people like that, I a little bit concerned because you never know what kind of direction or thing that they want to do, right? But I think the good thing about Mark is that Mark Rubin is that as part of someone who is as part of someone who already been a fan of the game, he probably know what is good for the game and what is not. Like if I were to sit down as a board of director, which no way I will, but whatever feedback I have here over this channel, I'll definitely make it known during the in one of the board meeting, right? So it's one of those things. And by the way, how come this sort of thing doesn't stack? Or because they're all different? Can I eat like a few buff of it? All right, I can. Become a super. I think you guys should eat this before you do your cosmic trial. Maybe that will help you in some sense. All right. So yeah, I mean that's one thing, and also the he preferred to play solo. In many kind of scenario, I actually can relate to him quite a fair bit. He liked to play solo. I mean, I don't necessarily like to play solo. I prefer to play with my wife. You guys in my channel know about it. World of Warcraft and so on, I play with my wife on that. But I think in a sense this game is very solo friendly, right? I mean it's an online game that do not require you to talk to anybody at all. Even if you join a raid, you could just stay quiet for the whole time, right? So I think in that sense I can relate to why he liked this game a lot. And also as someone who is leveling hero, because I like this game because this game has so many heroes. I know there has been a lot of like contention when I say that new heroes is content. I still think that we cannot discount the fact that all these 59 heroes are part of the content. It takes time to develop, and each hero plays somewhat different. If you pick a Punisher versus you pick a even a Gambit, you pick a maybe an Angela or whatnot. I mean each Black Cat, each hero have some kind of like difference to it, Ultron. So I would say that it is content. I mean each hero come with their kind of like voice acting as well and so on. So I mean it is indeed content, but I also understand that sometimes when you watch my video, what do you see? Well, I presume you see me play Cosmic Hightown all the time. You see me play Danger Room and I build a guy, but that's all that I play. But I mean, content-wise, this game is very, very light, I would say. It has a lot of heroes, but just not enough content, I think. So there is always a kind of like balance between the two. So I understand that, I mean, from Mark's point of view, he enjoyed playing a lot of heroes, which I think jolly well, but I hope that he also, this game is so bugged. I also hope that he will also pay attention to other things like the content that I think we're sorely missing right now. I mean, how many times can I play Cosmic Hightown for you all? Do you guys get bored seeing me play Cosmic Hightown? Because that's the only thing I play. That's the only thing that's worth playing, I think. Alright, so that is the God Killer, which I have already quite a number. If we could sell God Killer for 300 OD mark, I think that would be quite good, isn't it? Yeah, but it's one of those things. I mean, the time I spend in this like Cosmic Hightown, I don't really get a lot of loot, and also I don't even get OD mark as well. So that is the thing about it. So I think after the next Ultimate, I'll probably stop recording because I really wanted to play 2 heroes in one video. That was my plan. I want to play like 10 minutes on one hero like Gambit and another 10 minutes on Doctor Strange after I've got the power cube. But I have, oh no, actually there's a power cube. You know what? suddenly I've got this discomfort that I've been ignoring power cube because I've been so trained not to pick up any power cube. I have to kind of like review my footage. So I'm supposed to get 2 power cube and I call it a day, but brutal. Who want brutal? But never know, right? In the new kind of like game set. Let's see what this thing is. By the way, this medallion plus strength, which is bad. I have to reroll if I can. I don't know whether I can or not. Then you have the damage rating. So it is a rather good one, actually. It's a rather good medallion. I don't know whether we can reroll or not, though. I think a unique one we can reroll, if I'm not wrong. So you guys let me know if you have been rerolling this guy or not. So Electra. So let's do ultimate. Gambit and versus Electra and plus a Rook inside as well. Can you see Rook? No, can't. Surprise? Yeah. Trust me, the Rook is somewhere there. No, I need to get out. Alright, cool. No, I press a button, nothing happened. Oh man, it's really annoying. So I think I have to start programming my mouse that it will do a multi-click for me. Like, every time I click one button, one time you click it like 3 times, and one of them will register as a hit. That would be rather sad though if that happens. Let me get out from there. And yeah. So today, do I have good loot or not? I would say, well, not bad for a medallion, but that's about it. And probably I need to go through some of the unique as well and see what I've got and so on. So yeah, I mean, I hope whatever you're doing, you're enjoying yourself. I think right now it's a great time to collect some Omega points. And yeah, I mean that's really all. I think what I'll do from now till the October-November update is that I'll continue talking about the whatever that come along, some tips from you guys or some other blog entries that Garcilian has developed or I don't know if I'll probably play some other heroes as well, some of the heroes that I haven't been playing for a long time. Doctor Strange or some other. I mean, you guys could ask me to play something. I'll just do it for you guys. All right. So that's all from me, and I hope you enjoyed whatever you're doing. Till next time we see each other. Goodbye and good luck with your loot. I hope you have better luck than I do.